In today's episode of Level Up, we're going to be taking a look at the Proar V7. Saw it recently for $99 and then it dropped down to $75, and right now on Amazon there is a 30% coupon on this thing, which drops it down to about $49. Kind of reminds me of that Shure SM7B, or at least a baby version of it, but pretty cool looking, like the design of it. So I got me one. Let's go ahead and check it out. Pulling this out of the box and plugging it in, I'm just going to say right off the bat that I was kind of surprised because when I plugged it into my Vocaster 1, I didn't get any audio. I mean, none. Not at all. And then I open up the instructions and find out that even though this is a dynamic microphone, it requires 48-volt phantom power to work. So, flipped on my 48-volt phantom power, and sure enough, yeah, it worked. And I don't know. Let's go ahead and just first impressions, let's see how it sounds. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Piper, not bad. Not great. Probably okay. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza, and this is the Proar V7. I'm just going to say right off the bat, it kind of feels thin to me. So I feel like there's a lot missing and an overemphasis in the highs and the high mids. I noticed earlier when I took this out of the box and first plugged it in that I was getting some crunchy sounds.
Stop! What are you doing?
I don't know. And I went through like 4 or 5 XLR cables, still had it. Tried a couple of different audio interfaces just to make sure my Vocaster 1 wasn't acting up on me. Still had it. And then it finally went away when I plugged it in and tested out in USB mode, which we'll get to in a few minutes. When I went back to XLR mode to record this segment here, now that we've hit record, I don't have it. So I don't know what happened there, so it's kind of finicky. Let's go ahead and do a handling test and noise rejection test just to see how it performs. I'm going to handle it like I would an SM7B and see what happens. All right, this is Mike from Level Up. If you like this video so far, or you like this channel so far, I encourage you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also the notification bell so you guys are notified when future content goes up. I'm so sorry that I was moving it to and from my face to give you that annoying back and forth sound, and I'm still doing it as I'm telling you I'm sorry about it, so I'm going to stop. Just gonna stop. Anyways, there you go. Tapping sound. There you go. I hear a lot of spraying coming through my headphones, so I'm wondering if you guys are going to be getting that as well too as I record it. I'm going to go ahead and do a mic comparison with some other microphones that I have in this studio, and also test it out in USB-C mode, and then come back with my final thoughts regarding the Proar V7 combo mic, XLR USB combo. Phantom powered, 48 volt. How weird for a dynamic microphone to say, I want to be a condenser microphone. Feels very confused. I'm confused. Anyways, let's get on with the test. This is USB mode, the gain knob on the top. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza, so that's what it sounds like for plosives. Sounds bright to me, and there's the blue light right here at the top to let you know that it is recording or capturing your audio. Let's go ahead and turn the echo up on this thing and see what it sounds like. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He put pineapple on his pizza. And this is the reverb all the way. This is the reverb at 75%. This is the reverb with halfway. And this is the reverb at 25%. And this is the reverb turned all the way off. Where this stands right now, looking at the Proar V7 XLR microphone, in XLR mode, it's a no-go for me. It's just too much noise. I don't know what's going on in there. Just a hot mess, a lot of noise and static and interference and just a bunch of junk that you can't get rid of. But when you plug it in USB mode, nothing. Seems to be working just fine. Let's go ahead and try some other USB XLR combo mics to see how it compares with them in USB mode. Let's move this way. I feel like the SM7B is trying to take the shot. It's always the Mr. Popular person at the party. Like, just go have a seat. Every party doesn't have to be about you. All right, this is the Maono PD200X in USB mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This goes for the same price, about $70 on Amazon, and I think I saw it today as an Amazon deal, coupon, or sale where it was $55. Maono PD200X in USB mode. Back on the I can't even remember this thing. The Proar V7 in USB mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. All right, now I'm on the Fifine AM8, $54 XLR and USB microphone, but it's in USB, and this is what it sounds like compared to the Proar V7. Next microphone. And now that we're done with the Fifine AM8, we're back on the Proar V7. This is what it sounds like. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. The Proar V7 in USB mode. And now let's turn this up a little bit. Crank it, crank it, crank it, crank it, pump it up, pump it, pump it, pump it up. All right. This is the FDuce SL40 in USB mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This goes for about $60 to $70 on Amazon. Similar price. Back on the Proar V7, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is USB mode, the Proar V7. And since the Proar V7 XLR microphone is obviously trying to emulate the Shure SM7B in body and style, just a little smaller of a footprint, this is what it looks like. But this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like. So what I'm doing right now is I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade. One thing I definitely don't want to do is a negative review of a microphone and spend 2 weeks of my time with my schedule and all the inventory I have stacking up on this desk right now of all the stuff that I want to review for you guys. Stuff that I'm excited about, to have to spend time on the Proar V7, but it's out there. It's going to get people's attention this holiday season, and I wanted to save you guys from the disappointment that I may have before you buy one. So what I wanted to do is I noticed as I was editing this video that I did a USB comparison, but I didn't do the XLR comparisons. So I'm just going to run through some microphones that I would recommend that are cheaper than the Proar V7, that perform better than the Proar V7 in XLR mode. So again, I'm going to run them through the Rodecaster Duo, through the SM7B profile, and then run each one through 3 presets: neutral, podcast studio, and broadcast mode. That way, you don't have to worry about what I did. These are all buttons and things you can select 1, 2, 3 in a matter of seconds to get your microphone to sound better than what it sounds out of the box without any EQ skills if you're getting started. Because that's really who this video is about. You're not a sound engineer. An audio engineer can make any microphone sound really, really good with the right touch. They know what to do. They know how to overcome certain things. But for most of us, the majority of us, I would say 90% of us, we're just hobbyists. We want to be able to plug and play and sound good. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. Let's start with the Maono PD200X. This is a microphone that usually goes for about, I would say, in the high 60s, and it goes on sale quite a bit, at least for a week or two. It seems like every month on Amazon for as low as $55. Has an SM7B kind of style to it with a shock mount built onto it. It's got a little knob on here, but like when you put it like this, mounted in front of you or off to the side, you can hide that knob if it bugs you like it does me. I hate knobs. Can't stand them. They annoy me. But anyways, that's a personal thing. Moving on. This is the Maono PD200X SM7B profile in broadcast mode. This is the Maono PD200X SM7B profile through the Rodecaster Duo in podcast studio mode. And this is the Maono PD200X through my Rodecaster Duo SM7B profile in neutral mode. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Fifine AM8, goes for about $54 on Amazon full price, and then it goes on sale on top of that from time to time to be on the lookout. This is the Fifine AM8 XLR USB combo through the Rodecaster Duo SM7B profile in broadcast mode. This is the Fifine AM8 through the Rodecaster Duo SM7B profile in podcast studio mode. And this is the Fifine AM8 through the Rodecaster Duo SM7B profile in neutral mode. $54. This is the Maono PD100 through the Rodecaster Duo in the SM7B profile in broadcast mode. This is the Maono PD100, $36 microphone running through the Rodecaster Duo, and I'm burping, running through the Rodecaster Duo in SM7B profile in podcast studio mode, running through the Rodecaster Duo in the SM7B profile in neutral mode. Drawbacks on this one, just going to say, is the plosives to me. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. But you can still achieve an amazing sound with this microphone and still spend less than the Proar V7. Go buy the Shure SM7B, like legitimate chunky monkey pop filter for about $20. I'll have this pop filter in the description down below. You throw this on here and ooh, baby. This is the Maono PD100. With the SM7B pop filter, and plosives are no longer an issue. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Maono PD100 in broadcast mode with the pop filter on it. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. And in podcast studio, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Fifine K669D pound for pound, my absolute favorite microphone that is out there. Build quality, performance for the price just defies all logic. It's almost criminal to be able to buy this and get this kind of performance. Somebody is losing out somewhere. I don't understand it. But anyways, here we go. The Fifine K669D goes for about $35, $36, but I think it's down to $33 on Amazon right now. Just can't wrap my head around it. All right, so this is the Fifine K669D through my Rodecaster Duo, SM7B profile, and broadcast mode. The Fifine K669D through the Rodecaster Duo, SM7B profile, in podcast studio mode. This is the Fifine K669D through the Rodecaster Duo, SM7B profile, in neutral mode. And then to level up this thing to go to an insane, heavenly audio that just makes you sound professional, like legit professional, crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't stop gushing about this, but here we go. This is what the Fifine K669D sounds like with the SM7B pop filter on it. So $33 plus $20, you're at $55 compared to the Proar V7 at $70. Listen to that sound. Just the right touch of body in the low end, still has that bright end. It's like it's pulling from and kind of touching all the great characteristics of all the great mics, the SM7B, the RE20 and brightness, and just this combination just blows my mind. With the pop filter on in neutral, the Rodecaster Duo, SM7B profile, and podcast studio with the pop filter. And this is the Fifine K669D in the SM7B pop filter, or SM7B preset in broadcast mode. Just when you relax your voice and realize you don't have to try so hard and just enjoy the ride, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I may need a minute. Time to land the plane on the Proar V7. The best things about this microphone is it's basically like an SM7B Mini-Me. It looks like a smaller version of it, XLR and USB mode. It's usable in USB mode as far as the things that I dealt with, because it was the only mode where I didn't have the interference, the static, the glitchy, grippy, crunchy sound that it was getting in XLR mode that doesn't pop up in USB. But I will say, regardless of what mode it is in, the handling noise, way too aggressive. It reminds me of like a kid that you see in the mall as you're sitting down in the common or the food court, you're eating food. Oh, look at that little kid. That's so cute. Look at him. And next thing you know, they're like bouncing and banging into your table. They're screaming. They're throwing things. And it's just like, whoa, okay. You looked adorable at first, but you need to like tone it down. Like somebody, parent somewhere, get control of your kid. I kind of feel that way with the Proar V7. It just feels wild and untamed, even in USB mode. It was finally something that I could use and be confident that I wouldn't get any audio interference or any kind of noise in there. But you cannot touch it anywhere, and you cannot touch your desk. I mean, just as me on a boom arm, just beating on my desk. Super sensitive, hypersensitive. XLR mode, it worked great in some segments. In other segments, I got noise, crackly, cheese wrapper sound. It comes and it goes. It's a 50-50 shot when you plug this thing in powered on, what it's going to do for you. I've got processing turned on right now as I'm running it through my Rodecaster Duo. I have it on the condenser preset, 48-volt phantom power turned on, and the preset I have is broadcast because I felt like this was really hyper and super aggressive in the highs and the high mids, and no body whatsoever. It feels very thin, sounds very thin, and it'd be something that I'd worry about regarding listener fatigue for longer form podcasts. Maybe like YouTube shorts or things like that where you want to be high energy right out the gate and you're not going to stick around long enough for this to wear someone down. Okay. But again, I would only say USB mode if you're going to go there. Now, I'm curious, if you guys do have one of these, I'd love to hear in the comments down below if you have one, you've been using it, and you don't have any of these problems. I mean, did I just get a bad one? I mean, it happens. I remember Dark Corner Studios got a Fifine K688 to review, and when he got it, he had the same kind of experience as far as like that electronic static modulation distortion thing going on that I'm getting here, and it was just a bad model. The K688 is an amazing microphone, great microphone, especially for spoken word and that budget option, something to definitely consider. Did that kind of happen to me? I don't know. So I'm curious to see from you guys if you have one or using one and you don't have any of these problems. So to wrap up this video, I'm just going to say it's a hard pass on the Proar V7. So many better options out there for you guys. Unbelievable options at a lower price than what they're charging you. The only thing great that I would, like pros and cons about this microphone, the only pro about this microphone was the look. It's what grabbed my eye. Like, you can flip it over to where the buttons are hidden, and it looks like a mini-me version of the Shure SM7B at a budget price. Oh my gosh, can it just hold its own and not sound bad at that price? Couldn't even do that. Couldn't even do that. So that was the one pro. The other pro was it did work really well, and it felt like it was really bright, but a little active, a little hyper a little bit in the USB only mode. But to me, at $80, I couldn't justify spending that kind of money for a USB-only microphone. There's so many more options out there that can get you the same sound and still be able to use XLR and USB. Mount any of these microphones to a boom arm or a mic stand off your desk, and you don't have to worry about a lot of these problems until you can afford to get a microphone that eliminates those problems, and you don't have to worry about it. It's an afterthought. So those are my thoughts. The Proar V7 is a hard pass. I recognized the name once before because I believe Bark from Obscure Mics had done a review of a Proar condenser microphone, and it actually sounded good, and it was a good price. So I thought, okay, you know, not well known, but they have made some good microphones. Thought I'd give it a shot, and boy, did this one fall flat. And not only did it fall flat, I was really, really disappointed because I really wanted this one to just be a viable option at $70. I just wanted it to be viable. It's not even viable. I can't recommend it at all. All right, there you go. Happy shopping this holiday season. I hope this helps you guys. If you were looking at this and considering it at that price point, move on. Find something else. Save yourself. I don't know why I'm doing this still. So until I see you guys in the next video, I'm going to figure out how to stop this. I'm out. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be gentle with that one.